welcome to Paranormal Path Peeps. And tonight I have Jane and Neil. How are you doing?
Hi everyone.
Hi, doing good, thanks.
So Neil has
Yes.
an amazing location in the UK. So do you want to say more about it then, Neil?
Yes, I own the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre in Leicestershire. It's a haunted building which houses potentially hundreds of haunted objects, and we have paranormal teams in every Friday and Saturday evening, and we also do our own events as well. And we've been open just over 6 years.
Wow, it's incredible though. I don't know where the time's gone.
Well, you've been coming about 6 years, haven't you, Jacqueline?
Right, about 5, yeah. Well,
Five.
yeah, just in between really, yeah. And since that first visit, which that was the one where my friend sat in a chair and had a bit of an experience, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Phil. That was a funny one. We thought he was dead, or we thought nothing.
It was quite worrying, to be fair.
Nothing too serious, but we thought he was dying, didn't we? Because his heart rate went rapid, didn't it? If I can remember right.
So Charlene Lowkemp of Paranormal Hauntings, she had a heart monitor. So my friend Phil Newton was sitting in a chair. She put the heart monitor around him, and it just went through the roof, and it was kind of higher than it actually should be.
Yeah.
So we took him out of the building quickly, really, because it's kind of worrying. Because a few actually saw a figure behind him, didn't they?
Yeah, that's good.
It is good, and
this is what people pay for, though, isn't it? They pay for the experience. You know, he was okay. He's been back since.
Yeah,
he's still a mate.
But we've had so many encounters and so many experiences there. And yeah. Jane, you know what you've done as well at the centre. Like Jane's the medium at the centre. Yeah. So what you have done, it's just amazing.
Well, we've been, I've been working with Neil for about 15 years now. Originally, it seems such a long time ago.
Feels like 50 years.
Yeah, but sometimes it feels so much longer. But we've the amount of evidence and stuff that's been captured up here, not just by ourselves, but all the teams that have come up, the photographs, the video footage. There's so much stuff that's been collected over the last 6 years, and I don't really see any other stuff like that coming out of any other venue, really.
Plus, there's lots of things that we do that we don't release. You know, Jane's got books full of her drawings. That every spirit that Jane sees, she draws. So you are reluctant to release them, aren't you?
I am, but I might.
A lot of people have suggested to Jane to put her book, her drawings into a book. But we found in the past that once we've said we've got a particular entity up here, for the next few months, everyone picks up on that entity. But are they?
Yeah, that's right.
You don't know. Is it because this entity, especially the Grandmaster, will say, especially Grandmaster, because he's a bit of a juicy character, I think. And as soon as we said, because I'm a bit of a blabbermouth, as you know, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
So as soon as I says, "Oh, we got this entity Grandmaster," everyone would pick it up on the Grandmaster. But no one had picked up on him before we'd released his name.
That's it.
But are they actually picking up on him, or are they just have we just planted that seed in their heads?
That's right.
And sometimes people were coming up with they picked up on an entity, but they were coming up with characteristics of other spirit. But because they got the Grandmaster in their head, they automatically assumed it was him, rather than keeping an open mind and just picking up, or just really recording or seeing what you'd actually picked up. They'd automatically judge that it was him, and I think it flawed a lot of people's investigations, really.
Yeah. Because he's a good character.
He's not.
He's not. No, I don't mean he's good in personality, but he's a juicy character.
He is. He's a very strong, dark character. And you see, what we like people to do is to come along to the centre themselves and have their own experience without us telling them all what they, what's here. Because when you start telling them what's here, they've automatically got it then in their head that that's what's there. And there's so much stuff here that if you come up with an open mind and you do your own investigation, you can then come to us and say, well, have you got this? Have you got that? I've seen this, that, and the other. And we can then verify it. Whereas it's different if we tell you everything up front. And this is one of the reasons why I've always been a bit reluctant to release all this information that I've got about the centre, because people are automatically going to be presuming that this is what they've seen rather than keeping an open mind and doing their own proper investigation.
That's it. Like when I sort of host, because I do host like once a month for you, or however often really. But, it's just a fantastic opportunity. We see different things all the time. And I try not to tell the guests anything. And I let them come out with things and go, well, what else are you getting? And you try and push them along because, it's different sort of the levels that people have. Like some don't even realise that they've got psychic ability, which, we know that anyone can have that if they're more open. But, there's people not realising and all of a sudden they're getting quite a bit. And it's nice. It's nice
when we have guests on our nights, we always say, no matter what comes into your head, please say it, because one of us, because you hosts know a lot about the centre. Obviously, I think that's why you have such a good night. Most of the nights, your activity is really good, isn't it? Because I think the spirits know you. As the spirits know you three now, and they know your intentions, and they know they can trust you. So I think that's why you always get such a good night.
That's right. And
even when teams come in, I say, look, just tell me if you get a name in comes to your head, tell me, and we will record it, and I can say, yeah, we've had that name 10 times before, so work with it, because obviously there's something in the building connected to that name or that sensation or whatever.
Yeah, that's all right. And even if they're the less reputable characters there, we don't make any judgment on them. What they did is what they did, and that's it. It's not for us to judge anything.
No, we will work with anybody or anything.
And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a shame really when people feel that if there's a negative energy there, that they feel that they have to banish it or send it into the light or do whatever, because most people will do that as a quick reaction rather than actually sitting and trying to work with it. And that's what we would say, sit and work with it rather than trying to just get rid of it, because it's like one of these things. It's like if somebody, you ring somebody up and you say, well, please come over to my house. Yeah, come and see me. Yeah, so you go over to their house and all they do is slam the door in your face. It's that same sort of scenario. And you don't want to invite spirit in, and then as soon as they get there, you get rid of them, because they've come to talk to you. They've come to communicate.
Yeah. Well, it must be an effort for them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And they don't waste any energy.
That's right. It is a big thing for them to come forwards. And you've really got to appreciate that.
The annoying thing about that, though, is people don't know what plans we've got. We've got lots of plans that going forward that we want to do. So as soon as we send out the sort of our intentions, the spirits know it. So they could come in preparation for what we're planning.
Yeah.
And these spirits could be anything. We do the demon connection, so we know the next demon. So he could well be coming in just to have a look around, see what we're about. We're planning on doing work with other entities. So the signal's been sent out, and you know this one because you were in the sounds, weren't you, Jacqueline?
Yes, that's funny.
I got grassed up by Baphomet. So I've sent the intentions out to Baphomet, and even Jane didn't know what I was planning on work with him, but he came. But if that would have been a team in and not us, then I saw Baphomet and I thought, oh Jesus, we've got to
a demon.
We've got to get rid of him.
Yeah,
I've asked him to come.
Yeah.
So that's the annoying thing for me. And we got other plans going forward that we are sending the signals out already, because and then they'll know when it's their time to come. And for all I know, they come to see what are they about? Are they genuine? Do they know what they're doing? Which is, I think, is important. But sometimes I think people don't realise that we do actually know what we're doing. We know what we're
Yeah.
doing at the centre. We're not
Amateurs.
we're not amateurs. We're not
No.
just come into the we get ideas. We talk about it, and for example, the Demon Connections. It was an idea. And the first one we did, because I didn't know what was going to happen with the Demon Connections. So the first one we did, it was just Jane and myself, because I didn't want to put Amy and Ant into any danger, because it could have, I don't know,
We just did.
they could have been bad, couldn't they? They could have been.
Yeah. Well, you
Yes,
don't know what. Yeah.
you know, Jane could have been puking up mushy peas for all I know.
Yes,
She'd have cleaned it up if she did, but I didn't want to put Ant and Amy in a dangerous position.
Yeah.
So it was just Jane and myself the first one, and we just recorded it. And then we talked to Amy and Ant and said, look, this is what we're planning on doing. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. If you're sooner not, because we don't know what we're dealing with. But they always take place, don't they? They always come.
We've done about 30 now, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah, and I did attend one of them, and yeah.
Yeah, you did. You come to the live special, didn't you?
Yeah, that was intriguing, and I got an image in my head, and it sort of matched the drawing. Well, I didn't know, like I don't get it, and also you can't always find information out about them on the internet.
No, but you've got to disregard Hollywood and religion when it comes to
Yeah.
demons,
Oh no.
especially. Forget what Hollywood and religion tells you, because they've got their agenda, which is different to our agenda. We got no ego at all. I'm unlike lots of people who say they're out to prove the existence of life after death. I'm not. I'm not out to prove it to anybody. I'm in it for me. I want to prove it to me. And I think
we're on our own journey, and we do so many experiments and so many different things, and we have all sorts of weird and wonderful ideas, and we do it for ourselves, for our own learning, really, and our own knowledge. And we we do like to share it out with people, and that's one of the reasons why we share it out, because we think it's not just our information either. The spirit world do like us to share this information to try and educate and help other people.
Yeah, that's it. Like I'm on my journey, and it's just to find out what's like. Originally, you wanted to prove it. It was my New Year's resolution to prove if ghosts exist. That's in 2003, and I booked on a couple of ghost hunts, and I just used to go along for years, and nothing much happened, just a few flashing lights, but never actually proved anything until something happened, and I could no longer deny it.
Yeah.
And any experience I get, you're trying to work it out in your head, aren't you? But I'm not proving it to anyone. I'm not bothered what people think.
And I think we are as well a bit sort of beyond just the normal expectation of trying to prove life after death. We have gone a little bit beyond that, and by doing that, we've experienced all the creatures up here. We've experienced the demons and the fae, and the black balls of just cold, icy cold energy. And there's just so much more stuff up here than just trying to, we had aliens. We've got our little ET that's sort of milling about somewhere. And we've just got so many things up here that's just not normal say it's not normal. It's not considered normal because people are just trying to think of ghosts and life after death and getting that evidence.
Yeah, they just think a ghost is the grey lady, the white lady, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't want to believe like anything else.
Yeah. I also think there's no such thing as real evidence. Because unless you're there in that moment, anything you see on YouTube or anything is interesting. but it's not evidence because there's so many fakers on YouTube, and
Yeah.
there are big channels that are fakers, in my opinion, of course. So it's so easy to.
Did you see that bang on the
Did
camera?
you? Yeah, there's a bang over there.
I've got a dog snoring.
It's so easy to fake things on using the modern day software on the computers.
Yeah.
So unless you're actually there, you don't know how the room feels. You
That's
don't know
right.
what the atmosphere feels like because you're not actually there. So unless you're there, it's not real evidence as such.
No.
It's interesting footage, but I don't watch a lot of paranormal shows on YouTube. I used to, but there's so much faking, and that's one of the reasons I started Ghost Planet Network. You know,
Yeah.
the only stuff I watch now is on Ghost Planet Network, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I know the people who send me the footage in.
That's it. Yeah. It makes a difference. Like, I do watch things what people do, and like I listen to people's stories. And it's not for me to say, yeah, that's true, that's false. But if it's somebody I know, I trust them. And that's it, isn't it? Hi, Carl.
Yeah. And you're always going to get your armchair sort of investigator, aren't you? Your armchair critic that's always going to, your armchair skeptic that's always going to be dissing everything and own, anything that anybody does. But there's just so much, although there's a lot of information that can be questioned, there's so much information out there that is true and genuine, with photographs and videos and lots of stuff like that. And there is a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah, it is fantastic. Sort of the stuff you can get out there, and it's all about believing the person who does it, isn't it? And yeah, I just put raw footage out, and it's up to people whatever they think, and that's that.
Yeah, if we put footage out there, which we don't tend to do, all our stuff goes on Ghost Planet Network.
Yeah.
When we used to do it on Facebook, we used to do Facebook lives, and we used to do things on YouTube. I'm not bothered what people say, especially with the demon connections.
Yeah.
Because you either want to follow us with our journey or you don't. I'm not bothered if people say we shouldn't be doing it, because we're not putting anybody in any harm.
No.
But I've known teams to say big teams on YouTube, oh, the demons can go down the internet cable, and I thought, oh, God's sake.
Yeah. Hashtag demon and everything as well.
Sorry, but if
mad.
If a demon is really evil, like the church and Hollywood portrays them, they can go where they want anyway. They don't need the internet.
They don't need to travel down cables. It's far easier for some just step aside and just be next to you anyway. It's that easy. They don't need to go down internet cables to come and see you. If they want to come and see you, they can quite easily get access to you. They can just step through and just be with you.
See, Carl's comment there. I can say I've seen a ghost script with all the EVP film photos. I can't prove it. Exactly, Carl. But it's proof to you because you were there. If you took the photos or you did the EVPs, there was nothing else on your voice recorder.
That's right.
So that's evidence to you. That's great. And stuff that we do is evidence to us. I'm not saying it's evidence for anybody else because it's quite easy to fake photos. It's quite easy to put a translucent lady in grey walking across the screen.
Yeah.
Even I could do that with my limited knowledge. It's easy, and it's easy to fake EVPs, isn't it? It's.
Oh yeah, it's all about knowing who's in the room and who's present.
Yeah.
Like you don't know who's off camera.
Exactly, we investigated somewhere in Nuneaton.
Yeah,
we were the second team investigate this location, and the people I spoke to try and get us in were concerned about the video the team before us had put out, and it was so obvious they were faking these voice recorders because you can actually see him press the button twice. So you could see him press play. So that was already recorded on there. And they were coming out all sorts of demon rubbish.
No.
And honestly, this building, it was the Heritage Centre. You remember?
Yeah.
This had got nothing evil in it at all. But, you know, normal ghosts don't put bums on seats, do they? Unfortunately.
No, but, you know, I'm just quite happy sort of doing what we sort of do, just go out, see what you get, and that's that, you know. And if you do get questions, then it's trying to solve these mysteries. I had a weird experience on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm now trying to solve another mystery.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You know, I don't know what Jane thinks, but I just enjoy the work that we do. I'm really happy with the things that we got planned for this year.
Yeah.
Because we're trying new stuff this year. But then you see, we have to be careful at the centre because we're going to try some work with a particular item in the centre.
Okay.
But we've got to be careful with it because once we start putting it on GPN, we don't want teams to come in and try and think they can work this device as well. So we are going to move it. So that's going to be locked away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fame and attention. You should be in it for yourself. Try to convince yourself.
That's exactly right, Wes. As long as I'm happy, me personally, as long as I'm happy with what we're doing, I'm sure Jane, Amy, and Ant are happy with the Demon Connections, for example, and Haunted or Not that we do.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm not out to prove to you, to prove to anybody that what we say about demons is right. I'm happy that the evidence, the stuff that we're getting is right. If we along the journey we change people's perspective on demons, which we have done, that's fantastic. That's a bonus to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly see them in a different light now.
Yeah, the Demon Connections was quite a good project, and you know we've got all 72 demons. If anybody don't know what the Demon Connection is, we're actually looking at all 72 demons in the Lesser Key of Solomon, and each time we do a Demon Connections, we summon one of the demons to come and work with us, and we then just sort of do a few experiments and we just see what's there, see if it because there is research that goes in behind each demon to see actually what we're being told about the demon, and then the second half is what we actually find out ourselves about it, and it has been quite a success. And this was one of the things I think that this is another big problem I think in the paranormal, that people don't do enough research or finding out enough information for themselves. Everybody is quite happy to just be told that something is real, that something is. I mean, you all know my feelings on residual energy. I don't believe in it. I don't believe it exists. Yet people come into the paranormal and go on an investigation, and lots of people will be saying to them, "Oh, that's residual energy. That's residual energy." But is it? I don't believe it is. And then those people will go away thinking, "Oh, that was residual energy," and it gets passed on down the line, until everybody believes it. And it's just, there's just so much information like that where people are just told that's what it is, or that's what happens. Things like Ouija boards, you know.
Yeah,
people have opinions on Ouija boards and they've never even been on one. They've never even experienced it, because Fred down the road told them that he had an experience 20 years ago and the glass shot off them, smashed against the wall and all that sort of stuff. And yet people make opinions on things with stuff they've never even tried, never even researched, never even picked up a book and read about it. And I think that's one of the big problems in the paranormal, you know, because people just believe everything that they're told.
But we also base our opinions on our experiences, don't we?
Yeah.
No, we're lucky to have the centre. So in a place like this, which is supposedly a haunted building, well, it is, with potentially haunted object, you would think you would have a residual ghost up here, wouldn't you? But we don't. We can communicate with any spirit that we come across up here. So we're basing it, and you've been to other locations
Yeah.
where you'd think you'd have residual haunting, and you've never come across it. So in our experience, that's how we're forming our opinion on. It's not
Yeah.
that we want to be different, because that doesn't come into it. We're just doing it for ourselves.
You can only form an opinion on what you know, though, ideally, can't you?
Abnormal.
What's up?
It's all right. My watch is going a bit mad.
Okay. Weird.
It's
Take
telling
it
me
that's
that
unusual then.
abnormal heart rate is detected, but I feel perfectly fine and I'm well chilled in the chair. So I don't know. I think something might be
Interesting.
setting it off.
Somebody's messing with her.
Yeah. We've already had the tap, haven't you, near to you? So
We've had a glass tap. Yeah.
interesting. Time for meds. Wes says, have you tried doing any angel connections?
Yes. That is something that I have worked with a couple of angels, but it's something that's sort of on the back burner. That is future projects. Whereas we're sort of doing the demon connections now, we do intend to do the angel connections as well later on.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting.
We've even had people messages after they've watched the Demon Connections, asked us, "Oh, can we do a particular demon, a particular supposedly famous demon, Zozo?"
Oh, God. Right.
And I says, "Yeah, we will do it. I honestly don't think we're going to get a lot, because I don't believe there's a demon called Zozo. He was just made up for the film. I might be wrong, but we will do it." To be honest, if you watch the Demon Connections, if you're expecting to watch something really exciting like you see on other shows, that we're all panicking and stressing, they're kind of boring, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are kind of boring, because it's not exciting. I don't because we don't get all things moving and chucking around and being dragged across the scene. We don't get that. We just get serious communication through what method we choose to use with that particular demon, whether it's the Pathfinder board or whether it's in the woods or wherever. We get serious communication, and so the demon connection is pretty boring if that's what you want. If you want the excitement of the TV shows or the big YouTube, a lot of the big YouTube channels, you're going to be a bit bored.
No, we don't do clickbait.
But if you want, if you just want to watch serious research, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you just want serious research, you would find it interesting.
Yeah.
That's very true.
That's it. Yeah, it's just great to, everyone's on their own journey. You're doing what's right for you. Do you think sometimes spirit actually feeds you the ideas?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get these ideas, so it's like whether you're led by them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No doubts about that. That's why I chose. We will be starting a series on around Baphomet, because that just come to me.
One of the other things that came to you was our trip to Pendle, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
that came to
Hill.
you in that came to you in a scene.
Yeah, I had a visit by this entity. Said we've got to go Pendle to find the truth. Brilliant. But again, you see, we found our truth. I don't think I've ever released that footage either.
No,
because it's going against what everyone else says.
Because they also gave Neil an image of a board that we had to make and take with us. And as soon as Neil described it, I knew what he was talking about, and I made the board.
We do have one, don't we?
Yeah, I've still got it at home.
There's only one in existence.
Wow. Oh,
and that's something else we need to use. It's our biggest problem up until this year has been that we have to have teams in every Friday and Saturday night to get the income to keep the place going. But Sunday nights from May, after the first Paranormal meet, Sunday nights from May, it will be live stream Sunday on GPN. So we will be doing a live stream every Sunday evening from 9 p.m. Whether it's Demon Connections live or Haunted or Not live or something else, or it could be a seance live. But each week will be something different. You know, it's not going to be every Sunday Demon Connections because I don't think people want to do it. We want to do something different. Otherwise, I will get bored, I must admit.
Yeah.
So every Sunday from 9 p.m. from May will be live feed.
Right. That's
exclusive
cool.
exclusive to GPN, so you have to watch on there.
Yeah, and that's a good way to get ready in it for Monday and work. So yeah, just chill out watching that. But yeah, sounds a great idea. Yeah, certainly be watching that one.
Yeah, looking for, because we miss doing the Demon Connections live, don't we?
Yeah.
So we used to stream live on Facebook and onto YouTube, but YouTube just annoys the hell out of me.
I'm not surprised. Yeah,
with the advert.
Also with this channel as well, I'm going out onto Things Network, and you know they keep taking content off. YouTube does. And there's nothing wrong with it, but they seem to have a fit at everything. To be fair, and
I don't like being controlled or being told what I can and can't do. To me, I've never liked authority. I suppose that's what my mum would say. So with Ghost Planet Network, I've got complete control over it. You know, if I don't like a video that someone sends me, it doesn't go on.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. So it's nice being controlled. It's a lot of work. You know, I'm falling behind with it because we're doing Parameet in a couple of weeks, but it'll build up again. I'll start getting the content on. I've probably got over another 500 shows to put on there already. Because I've got to catch up on your Paranormal Peeps, Jacqueline.
I know. I need to start sending the through to you.
I've got so many videos to put on. It's just finding enough hours in the day, to be honest. But once Parameet's out of the way, I'll get cracking again.
Okay then, Melanie. They do a channel called Ghost Planet Network. It's on a Roku stick. Alternatively, the email address. Well,
it is on. It's on. You can get it on all mobile devices. Most the categories are on demand. So if you type in www.ghostplanetnetwork.com, that will take you straight to the channel on your mobile phone or your computer or your tablet. There's over 260 shows on there, videos on there already. But from May, I don't know when. Jane and I got to decide when in May we're going to start. But we're going to get Parameet South out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, I expect to see that one in a couple of weeks then, Wes.
Yeah, that'll be the one.
but
twerking going on.
No, that'd be Wes. That'd be Wes in a couple of weeks.
But from May, one Sunday, a Sunday in May, I've not decided. We've got to decide when we can fit it in.
Catch up with some dates.
Every Sunday from around 9 p.m. We'll try and start at 9 p.m. every Sunday. It'll be a different live stream. So it could be the Demon Connections. It could be Haunted or Not, where we just do work with a particular item in the center. It could be Communicating with the Dead, which is just a seance where we're going to invite a few guests to join us and we'll just live stream a seance. Or it could be something new that we're planning. And then we'll go back to the first one. So about every 4 weeks, it'll be a different show. Then it'll go back again.
That sounds great.
But we want to make it so it's every Sunday. So
yeah,
then if you make it consistent, people will know, oh, Sunday, I've got to go on GPN and watch what we're doing this week.
Yeah. Well, that's why I do a regular slot on a Monday. Yeah. Because if people want to watch that, that's fine, or they can catch up. Yeah. Rather than arrange one for April, then decide to put it back 3 months and do another one and not actually, and you want the consistency, don't you?
That's
so
right.
If I try and say I'm going to do a live, you just want to be able to do one, don't you, really?
Yeah, that's right.
And it's fair to everyone. So
yeah.
Yeah, I do. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a video of me doing
I
karaoke.
remember watching that.
It was awesome, wasn't it? With
It was
Jennifer
amazing.
Lambert. I love that. That was so cool. Yeah, it will. It's going to be genuine, Carl, isn't it? And it's going to be
It
genuine
is.
and real, and that's that.
Yeah, we on the Sunday live stream. I know Annette used to watch the Demon Connection, so Annette will be happy that Demon Connections is coming back live. The good thing about it, you don't have to have a Roku stick.
God's-
You can watch it on your mobile phone or your computer or your laptop on the tablet. That's a good thing about it. Plus,
Yeah.
with the live, we don't know what's going to happen.
No.
We've no idea what's going to. Now we could do a séance and no one come through. We just don't know.
Well, that's right, but generally with the energy between you and Jane and Ames and Ant and stuff, you usually do get something happen, and
The demon,
because they know you
yeah,
and stuff.
the demon
Yeah,
connections.
yeah.
They do. So far, touch wood, they have always come through. One really, he couldn't be bothered. He just wanted to come because we've invited him. Then it was if, come on, I'm going down the pub now.
Yeah, he was one of the hardest, wasn't
Yeah,
he, to
and
work with?
he
Because he
said
just really couldn't be asked.
he just couldn't be bothered, but he came because we invited him.
Oh
But
wow.
he told us what we wanted, and then it was as if, and there was another demon it was Bale
Yeah, I think
waiting
it's
for him.
Bale, yeah.
And there's another demon that Jane saw. It was like waiting for him. Come on, the pub's closing. That's it. Yeah, and he just couldn't be bothered.
But each one has had a totally different character, hasn't it?
Yeah, one made Amy and Barry fall in love. Come on. Sorry, Barry.
This is the understanding that we're trying to get across, because a lot of these demons, when the information was written about them, they weren't evil or demonic or nasty or anything like that. They were astronomers, and they did astrology, and they made people fall in love, and they brought good weather, or they controlled the seas, and there's just lots of different stuff like that. And it doesn't, a lot of the concepts that people have about demons isn't really that correct. And again, we're going back to just being told.
Amy's comment. Get stuff pops.
We're just going back to just people accepting it, that demons are evil and demonic, and just going with that, and that bit there being the belief, because that's what they've been told to believe.
That's right.
Yeah, but like I say, don't expect mushy peas being thrown up and one of them being spun round on the ceiling. It ain't gonna happen. Be cool if it did, apart from cleaning the mushy peas up, I suppose. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. If you just want to watch serious research, I will class us as researchers. If you just want to sit for an hour or so, watch serious researchers research into supposedly demonic entities, then the Demon Connections is for you. But don't expect excitement. Don't expect to see us screaming and running out the room, because we're just not going to do it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Parameet.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So you've already done 2 parameets.
Yeah.
But you did also, even before that, you used to have sort of like a mini meeting, didn't you, at Hunter Antiques?
Yeah, we started once a month. I think it was the first Saturday of the month. We invited the smaller teams to come up to the centre just to get to meet other smaller teams, get to know each other, talk about locations, talk about equipment, or talk about anything. And that was really successful. It wasn't actually our idea.
It was Ali Key's idea,
It was a friend of ours, Ali Key.
Oh, okay.
So it was Ali's idea to get these parameets. And then during the lockdown, we did the virtual parameet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which is where we did a week's longer shows in the evening, didn't we?
Yeah.
And where we just had different guests on and talking to them. So then 3 years ago, we thought let's do a big parameet. Yeah, Amy started coming up on the Parameet. Amy was one of the first teams to investigate the centre, but then she started coming on Parameet, and we just can't get rid of her now. So she just keeps coming back, but she does work hard.
So is
Wes
Wes
says,
the
"Will
first
I be
Canadian?
Canadian?" I think you will, Wes. We had Mark Warbank from New Zealand come last year, but yeah, I do believe you will be the first Canadian, which is fantastic. It'll be nice to meet you.
Yeah, it will be finally.
So then we thought we'll do the big Parameet. So the first one was held at Bosworth Hall. It went okay.
Yeah.
It went okay. But we thought it could be better.
Right.
It could be bigger. So last year we did it at Browns Overhaul in Rugby. It was a whole weekend. I think the first one was just a Saturday, wasn't it? And so at Browns Overhaul we did the Saturday and Sunday, and that was getting better. We had a few issues again. So then at Browns Overhaul on the Sunday morning, I thought, well, how about doing 3 next year?
Neil was saying, I don't think I'm going to do anymore. I don't think I'm going to do any more after this because it's too much work. And then he announces he's going to do 3.
Yeah. But, well, Jacqueline, you helped last year, and you're helping this.
Yeah, I am.
So I did talk to all the staff and say, what do you reckon? Because I couldn't do it on my own. And you all agreed. Come on, so you got to take some responsibility as well.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going
the
to be
whole
great.
idea of doing 3 is one's in the south, one's in the Midlands, one's in the north. Because quite a few people said to me last year, I'd have come, but it's too far to come, or I can't make it that weekend. So that's what I thought. Oh, okay. If we give them a few options of locations and dates, at least hopefully everyone can make at least one. We have got quite a few people paid to come to all 3, which is fantastic. And we got some amazing guest speakers again. I know Jacqueline's going to ask me who they are, so I've got my phone here. You know, we got speakers who have come to the first one, the second one, and they are coming to all 3 this year. So, you know, we must be doing something right, mustn't we?
Yeah.
But the good thing about the Parameet, there's no egos. People who know us know we don't have ego. I can't stand egos. I can't stand drama. And it's just a nice, friendly atmosphere. And people have said, well, I've got no one to come with. And I guarantee you come, within 5 minutes, you will be laughing with somebody. Whether it's,
that's it.
There's a thing, we call it the Parameet hug, don't we?
Yeah.
Everyone's hugging people. And it's just a really fun weekend.
Yeah, it is. And you know, like I'll see someone, I'll probably be screaming like when I see Wes. Like I should have already met him 3 times. That things happen, flights.
That's a motorbike outside.
Okay. And everything like that, So finally, I'm meeting Wes, and that's going to be so cool.
It's some idiot trying to compensate for something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Wes messaged me and he says, keep it quiet, but I'm coming to Parameet South.
Yeah, he said the same to me.
Next thing I know, I've told so-and-so, and last week on our show, he said, everybody knows now.
Yeah.
So I imagine me and Wes are going to get on like a house on fire.
Yeah, because I kind of knew in advance. I'd spoken to Wes, and I knew who was planning, and I knew he was getting flights and stuff. But then, all of a sudden it's posted there. But
but we are going to do something different, because I put on Facebook the other day about a Q&A.
Yeah.
So we are going to do a Q&A, and people who come, we might do one on the Saturday and one on the Sunday. We'll see how the Saturday one goes.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a list at the door. You don't know this. We're going to have a list on the door when people come in to say who they would like on the panel for the Saturday, later on in the Saturday. So the people who come on the Saturday and the Sunday can choose who they'd like to ask questions to.
That's cool.
So then I'm going to just grab them and say, "You're in the panel today, mate."
So we'll be sitting on one table.
You will be.
Are the panelists?
The
all gonna
panel will be.
sitting on...
The panel will be at the front behind one table,
Right.
and people in the audience can ask the questions, as long as it's no drama questions, if you know what I mean.
But I don't think anybody who attends a parameet would do that.
Sorry?
People who attend the parameet wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
They're not
It's just-
respectful, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't. There's one guy just recently causing lots of hassle. I don't want anybody in the audience to say, "What's your thoughts on this guy?" I'm not interested.
Same as everyone else, to be fair.
I'm sure no one in the audience will. I'm sure none of the panel will be interested in even mention his name.
No.
Yeah, exactly, Melanie. We're just like-minded people. Just ask any question, as long as it's decent. Mind you, if there's some juicy one, makes it a bit more funny.
I don't think he'd turn up though, because he'd probably get stoned in the car park.
No. I we'll see how it goes on the Saturday anyway. I think it'll be good fun.
Yeah.
And
we've just got to remember, haven't we, that the whole idea about Parameet is people coming together, making friends, talking about equipment, venues, your investigations, everything like that. Just make friends and come along with the right attitude, and you'll have a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, he's not from Canada, and I agree, Annette.
That's why.
I'm not prepared to give him any of my time, to be honest. I don't like drama. There's other people to deal with paranormal drama.
Yeah,
I'm not personally. I'm not interested. I know Jane's not interested in it. I'm sure no one who comes to Parameet is interested in it, because that's not what Parameet's about. It's about meeting people who perhaps you've been friends with for years on Facebook, but never met.
Yeah, it's well known.
Jamie, it doesn't go straight into the gutter, does it? It bypasses the gutter and goes straight into the sewer.
Yeah, I do have lots of help with the Parameet. I couldn't do it on my own, so I've got to give praise to all those people who've helped me with the Parameet, who give up their time, including you, Jackie, and Jane, and Amy, and Ant, and Julie, and Barry, and
so many.
Sarah, and Kathy, and Amanda, and Emma will be coming to the others.
Yeah, it's going to be lovely, just to meet up.
I apologize if I missed anybody out.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant again, won't it? So there's a lot of stalls there again, are there? And
there are stalls there. We've got Barry John. He's doing a talk, and he'll be doing private readings.
So on the Saturday, this is for the South, is it? So on the Saturday, we've got a list of people, haven't we, who's doing the speaking.
Would you like me to tell you who's speaking?
Here's a guy from Auckland. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Okay, the speakers at Parameet South on the Saturday are Emma Hurd. Barry John is doing his talk on the Saturday. Some weird woman called Jane Rowley is doing a talk.
Oh, dear.
So that slows the tone down straight away.
Prepare to be amazed.
Neil Story is doing his talk on the Saturday. Neil's done every single Parameet with us. So that's got to say a lot. And Rachel Hayward, so she's doing it's Emma's, Barry's, and Rachel's first time at Parameet. So it'd be nice to. I've met Barry once. Barry John, but I've only met him once. So it'd be nice. And then on the Sunday we got Kev Kerr,
cool,
Karen Besant, Richard Felix. We all know Richard. Paul Goddard. She is dodgy. Paul Goddard's been to every single one as well again, and Penny Griffiths Morgan. Penny's been to every single one.
Yeah, and I've met Penny at the centre once as well. With
the first one though, we because Penny couldn't make it on the Saturday, she asked, could we do something special at the centre on the Friday night, because it was only at Bosworth Hall. So we did a special night just so Penny could be part of it in the first year. Yeah. So as you can see, the fantastic speakers. It's going to be really, really interesting. I am starting to look forward to it now. I'm more chilled this year than I've ever been, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
I think it's because the venue is far away. When we were just at Bosworth Hall, it was a bit of a panic because we were backwards and forwards, and there was, even when it was at rugby, it's local, so there's a lot of things to sort of try and get right. And if we didn't quite get it, you can always nip home and you can backwards. And there's this time, because it's all been prepared at a distance, if you like, we've got to go to the hotel, and whatever we get is what we get.
Would you believe I've never ever been to Lee Park Hotel. We've not been.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting for us. So we don't know what we're going to walk into.
Yeah, but rugby was a challenge anyway, wasn't it?
Rugby was a challenge because they changed sort of
at the last minute
management team, and
I think that was the letdown, wasn't it? The management team.
And there was quite a few issues with rugby, with the power going off because
power cut. Yeah,
I saw ran by a generator, for goodness' sake.
I saw the generator getting jump started by a car.
By a car. But let's not forget, last year we started a tradition. We have the Parameet souvenir T-shirts.
Oh yes,
we have them back again this year. So I expect everyone to buy a Parameet souvenir T-shirt.
They were good, yeah. I haven't seen this one yet.
No one's asked. Only me and Julie have seen it.
Oh, Jane's not seen it yet.
Jane's not seen it yet.
Oh wow! Hi.
It's just me and Julie. Julie approved it, so it's got to be good.
Awesome.
I've actually designed it this year, so I'm not sure. No, it is good.
It'd be cool. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And a good thing this year, all the team and the staff we're all wearing our GPN polo shirts and hoodies, and they've all come. So I'm going to get the logo put on.
Smart.
So we will all look very smart, and we will stand out because the purple people in the paranormal tend to wear black, don't they? There's us all wearing black, look. But the purple.
I've got my purple top on.
Yeah, good. So if anyone's got any questions, just get one of the team, Parameet team, and we will sort it.
Oh, bless you up, Mark. If you're wearing his Parameet shirt that weekend in solidarity.
You have to send us a pic, Mark.
Oh, I wish you were coming. I really do.
Yeah. Maybe next
year.
Last
time, and then I met you in Scotland as well.
Yeah,
it's great meeting
you. It was good.
Yeah, but hey, another time. We'll try and make the later ones. Yeah. So it just sounds. It's just going to be a great event again, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think following that as well, the awards, the one in June, the Parameet in June, is going to be an even more special event because we've got the GPN awards that weekend, and we can just have a few minutes sort of talking about that because that is a really, that's going to be something really different. It's going to be like your Oscar of the paranormal world.
Yes. That's in Parameet Midlands in June the 29th and 30th, I think, in Inkley. So it's
and that's the Sketchley Hotel.
Sketchley Grange Hotel. It's just on the road. You can actually walk from the centre down there if you wanted to. Like Jane says, it's a special one for us. Each Parameet this year, we're going to do something different in the evening. So Parameet South, we're doing the paranormal quiz, which is going to be a laugh. It's a charity one, so you're going to have to pay £1 for your sheet or something like that. And all money raised was going to go to Barry Frankish's charity, and is proud to be paranormal. So we're supporting Barry for that. But Parameet Midlands in the evening, we are having the GPN awards ceremony. Yeah, that's proud to be paranormal. That's Barry Frankish. So we will be supporting Barry's chosen charity for that. With the awards, we've got 10 categories. You can vote on your favourite category. On most of them are about GPN videos or content.
I can't naked.
I think it says
right because I've not got my glasses
I think
on.
it means you can't make.
I'll be
Well,
overseeing.
I've got a photo of Terry looks half naked peeking out
Yeah,
the window.
I've got an image in my
So-
head now. I've been running around naked overseas.
So Terry's going to be now naked in overseas. Well, hopefully you can make one of the others, Terry.
Yeah, definitely.
Amy says not a David Bowie quiz because me and Jane were rubbish. Yeah, we in the Parameter Awards we got 10. We got 10 awards plus one special one that we are going to give out. The voting for the 10 is live now. I can share the voting thing again on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's just really saying thank you to all the content creators on Ghost Planet Network and a few other categories thrown in for good measure. Jacqueline's Paranormal Pete is actually in the final for one award for the GPN Podcast Award. Jane is actually up for an award for GPN Personality of the Year. I'm just gutted I weren't nominated for anything. All the finalists were nominated. They're the ones that received the most nominations. So I'm looking forward to the awards. It's going to be a proper night out. It's a 2-course meal. Yes, Amy's been in the final, been nominated as well.
Is Amy wearing a dress?
She won't wear a dress, will she?
I think you got more chance of Barry wearing the dress.
I think if Amy walked in with a dress, I think we'd all faint. Just joking, Ames. The awards is going to be a special night. It's going to be proper. It's going to be proper ceremony. You know, you got to wear posh. I've got to find my tie out. So
there is a 2-course meal included as well, but that is a separate ticket. So you do need to go online and book your ticket for the awards because it's a meal and the meal is at cost. So we're just trying to get everybody to just come and enjoy the evening, really. So you do need to buy a ticket for the award ceremony where you get your meal and the award ceremony, and there's live music as well, isn't there?
There's live music.
Oh, brilliant!
We've got a master ceremony. It's not going to be me. It's going to be a special guest.
Brilliant.
I'm not saying who it is. He's gonna guide us through the night. And the good thing about it, there's only going to be me that knows the winners and the 2 runners up, which is going to be nice. And everyone who's a finalist will get something.
Oh.
It might just be a certificate, a framed certificate. I think that's what we're doing for this second and third, isn't it? But the winners are actually going to get a trophy.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be good. And I just hope lots of people turn up.
Yeah.
Make it a success. But it's the first one, you know. Hopefully it's just going to keep growing. As GPN grows, it'll grow. Now, I'm hoping another year we can have international section to it because GPN is mainly UK stuff, but we've got Paranormal New Zealand on it. We've got Mark's Warbank's team videos on there, and we've got a couple of American teams on there, so they're putting content on there.
That's great.
So it is slowly growing, and I just want it to be the biggest dedicated paranormal channel there is. And it's subscription free. You don't pay for it at all.
But that's a big one now, isn't it? Because everybody wants money, don't they? The subscriptions and stuff.
Yeah. And there's no adverts during the main content of the video. There won't be an advert. Unlike YouTube, you know, you watch YouTube, you'll have an advert after, unless you pay, you'll have an advert after about 20 seconds, won't you? Which it's annoying.
Yeah.
So during the main body of the content, you might get an advert in front for the Haunted magazine or something. But there's no subscription in it, so it's free. So I am planning on funding it a different way, which you will all find out later.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Because I do have to fund it.
Well,
But
yeah, that's right.
it does cost me quite a bit to get it on TV, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's genuine stuff, and it's all different sort of, how do I describe it? Different sort of quality. It
Yeah.
could be just two people going out a weekend filming derelict buildings. As long as it's genuine, I will put it on, because
That's great.
that's the real. That's what a lot of people do. They go to empty buildings. As long as they don't break into the buildings like some YouTubers do,
Yeah.
I'm happy to put it on, and they just investigate, and whether they want to use cat balls or the spirit box or whatever they want to use, that's fine, because that's how they want to investigate. That's not how I do it, but that's how they investigate. That's fine, and it doesn't even matter if nothing happens. I had one guy message me. He says, I've not sent you a video because the last few nights we've been out, nothing's happened. I says, well, send it to me anyway, because that's what happens.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
you can go to the most haunted place in the world and get nothing. But
Yeah.
so I want GPN to be for the general public and paranormal investigators as well. So I think the shows that are on currently tend to be just for the general public, because the paranormal investigators know that they don't always get activity, because that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So yeah, GPN is very important to me,
yeah,
and
it's totally real, and yeah, that is it, isn't it? And I prefer real content, because
yeah,
if it's not real, it's obvious.
and there's no egos. I don't like egos. So there's not one show on, not one category on GPN where someone's got a big ego. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have it on, and I'll watch all the videos. And if it's something that I wouldn't enjoy, I wouldn't put it on. So that's good. And we have podcasts on. We have your shows on
Yeah.
there, and we have podcasts on as well. So, and it's all on demand, so you can watch it anytime you want.
Yeah.
Which is the
Yeah, it's
way,
great,
I think that's the way television's going anyway, because people don't want to think, oh, I've got to be home by 7 o'clock to watch this.
Yeah.
They want to go home when they want to watch what they want.
I think generally people don't watch TV anymore, not mainstream.
No, the old
More
way,
other things now, isn't it?
the old way is gone to me. You know, you've got
Yeah.
a TV guide, and that shows on at 9 o'clock. If you don't get home by 9 o'clock, you've missed it. That's not the way people view TV nowadays.
No.
It's on demand, which
Well,
is
you
what
just
GPN
watch.
is.
You go into a series and watch a whole lot, don't you?
Yeah.
That's kind of
Even
what I've started doing.
even on the Sunday live stream, they're going to be recorded as well and put on the category later that the next day perhaps. So
Yeah.
you don't have to watch it live. Obviously, we want people to watch it live, because you'll see it as we see it, as it happens. So I think watching live is more exciting.
Yeah, and we enjoy people joining us and giving us their views and ideas and things, what they can see. So it's always nice to do it live, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It isn't, it's great when that happens. Okay, so Ames got to sort out a Ouija board. So for the Parameet South.
Okay.
So that's
See you
very
later.
If anybody wants anything resin wise, get in touch with Ames.
Yeah, there's lots of stores at Parameet South. It's going to be an amazing weekend. I'm quite chilled about it, which is
Good.
we're a little bit worried, to be honest, because the other two I was stressing right until we opened the doors. But I'm chilled, so see you, Amy.
Bye.
Yeah, it will be good, And just to meet people I haven't met before. I did meet a lot in rugby, people I've been talking to, but then obviously you're going to meet people from sort of south, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it,
Oh, that's gonna be good.
and that's so I guess that's exciting for us because when we hold it near us, we sort of know most of the people who are probably going to come anyway, but because we're going down south, there's a lot of people bought tickets. I don't know who they are.
All
So
right, it's cool. Yeah,
So it's going to be nice to meet them, and whole teams are coming, which is nice.
that's lovely. Yeah,
I've not met that team before, so no, it'll be nice. It was nice to meet Mark last year. It'll be nice
yeah,
to meet Fred
definitely.
this year. And I say to people, because I am quite busy all day during the Parameet, because I think that's my role, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To sort of mingle and make sure everyone's happy. So I've said to people, look, come and make yourself known to me, because I don't want to. No, there's Kev Kerr was at Parameet last year. I didn't meet him.
Oh
But-
no.
And Karen Hayward was at Parameet last year, and I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but I'd like to talk to people. If you go to Parameet South, just come and find me. If you want to have a chat with me, just come and find me, and because I will be here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
But don't forget to buy a Parameet t-shirt.
Oh, well, bless you. So you've got 2 other parameets as well this year.
Yep.
So
Yep.
when and where?
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask that. Parameet Midlands is in Inkley, in Leicestershire, Sketchy Grange Hotel. Also, we do ghost hunts all through the day, all through the evening, but the first 2 especially. So if you want to investigate the most haunted bedroom at Parameet South or at Sketchy Grange, you can book onto them. Well done, Nick. And then the North one is in October, towards the end of October. I can't remember the date.
And it's in Pontefract.
It's at Pontefract. It's at King's Croft Hotel in Pontefract. Again, it's going to be different because at King's Croft we are all in one big room. Now the speakers and the stalls and the
okay.
it's all one big room. So that's going to be different again. But it is a big room. You know, we're going to actually have a PA in.
So it's the 28th and 29th of September.
Thank you. That's the Parameet North, 28th and 29th September.
Last weekend in September.
No, October. It's definitely October.
I've got the 18th to 20th of October.
You're in the right year.
Parameet North. Oh, I wondered if it's when we did it and we had to change it, didn't we?
Let's change it. You got the old one in.
I have. So
I've got 18th to 20th of October.
I might have to ring them now then, because I might have my room booked for the wrong date. Oh, dear.
Good job we did this chat.
It is.
You see what I have to put up with?
I've not even booked yet. I need to sort that
Okay,
out.
it is 18th, 19th sounds about right to me. I've not got my diary with me.
Yeah, it'd be 19th and 20th, yeah.
Yeah, it's
the Saturday and Sunday, 19th and 20th.
It's the weekend before Halloween, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
19th and 20th of October.
Yeah.
I'll ring them up then tomorrow, make sure I've
Well,
got
that's when I've got the dogs booked in kennels anyway. So yeah.
So that's going to be Parameet North. It's going to be different again because, like I say, all of us are in one big room, which is going to be nice as well because the stalls, the people with the vendors can actually watch the speakers.
That's good. Yeah.
You double book now?
No.
Good. So that'd be nice. But
they're all stunning locations, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all cool locations. In Parameet Midlands, we've actually got 2 haunted bedrooms. So,
wow.
Haunted Happenings look after the ghost hunts in the daytime. So I'm thankful to Haunted Happenings for doing that. So if you want to, for example, Parameet South, if you want to investigate the haunted bedroom, most haunted bedroom, where allegedly people have been dragged out the bed.
Wow.
We've got that room booked, so you can investigate that room in the daytime, and then for small teams, you can investigate the bedroom in the evening. apart from the Friday evening where I'm going to spend the night on my own in that room, apparently.
With Anna.
With Anna.
That's going to work well, isn't it?
Much more than heaven.
So Saturday, I will be a little bit tired because I ain't going to go sleep a lot on Friday night.
She'll look after you.
You're going to have a camera running, aren't you? So I'm just hoping that when Neil's asleep in bed, we'll see Anna trundle by on her bike.
Oh yeah, she's taking a bite with her.
She's taking a bite. Yeah, and we will be taking some of our objects with us. So we'll have a table and we'll have experiments going on. Properly planned this year.
Yeah, you have.
Well,
You haven't
I
met
must admit,
Hannah,
Melanie,
have you? Wow.
I am not looking forward to the Friday night.
You need to lock her in a box while you're in there.
No.
She'll be angry.
Yes, that's.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I want everyone to
That'll
show
go
lots
down
of
really
love.
well.
I want everyone on the Friday evening show and lots of love. So she's nice and relaxed and content before
We'll lock her in a suitcase and
I
put her under
take-
the bed.
before I take her into the room with me. I will be
I
live
always
streaming. I will
apologise
be
to
live
her.
streaming throughout that night, I think. Because I ain't going to sleep. I know I ain't because I'll be too fret.
That's funny.
I might just be on call down the hall somewhere.
Jane's
I'll keep your phone on. Just
Jane's
in
got
case.
to leave her phone on all night. Just in case.
That's just too funny. That is.
I'll have some rubber gloves and a mop bucket ready.
She'll love being with the daddy all night. It's great.
I don't think so.
Hannah loves the daddy.
She's gonna be in her element, isn't she? She's gonna
Oh,
scare
she
the life.
will.
She knows this. She's gonna
That
scare
is
the
her
life out of
dreams.
me.
But that's where we need, in order to get the best we can out of her, we need to put her in a box when she leaves here. So she's in the box all the way down in the car, and then don't let her out the box until
You're nasty.
until you're in the room.
You're nasty.
She'll love it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I think that Friday night live streams are going to be entertaining. They won't be on GPN. They will be on Facebook probably.
Yeah.
Because I won't have the software at the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. No, it sounds brilliant. That does. Yeah, so we'll all be sitting in the bar on the Friday night watching you.
We'll be on the phone.
That's funny. Yeah. Or we'll be knocking on your door.
Ooh. Nice to be light, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be fun, isn't it?
One for the team.
Yeah, but
You love it.
let's change the subject now.
Yeah. Surprised you haven't got Hannah sitting with you now.
No, but someone left her down in the tea room from Friday night, didn't they?
Yeah, didn't they?
When I walked in, there she was sitting in the chair.
Yeah. I thought she wanted to sit down. Well, actually, I guess wanted a cigarette, so she had to leave her downstairs because she.
Yeah.
I guess somehow have come attached to her, and people did contemplate moving her upstairs, but I thought she wanted to wait for Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I tried to double bluff you because I moved her into another chair and took a picture, thinking you or Amanda would say, "We didn't leave her in that chair." But you didn't, did you? Fair on you.
No. Yeah, that'd be me then. But because I used to bring her down for you anyway, didn't I? When I was investigating.
I expected you and Amanda to say, "We didn't leave her in that chair." I said, "Well, that's the chair I found her in." I was going to wind you up, but you didn't bite, neither of you.
No, I just laughed.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, just to be with like-minded people, just to be able to socialise with people as well.
Yeah.
That's a biggie. Like the thing about rugby, like I went the Friday night, we sort of met in the bar, and it was great just meeting people like Karen and Jane and Kevin and people we hadn't met.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been.
When you go for the weekend, you've actually got time, haven't you? You've got time to socialise and talk with people. When you meet people say on an investigation or when they just come up
Can't
centre for the
talk,
night.
no.
You only get really to have a quick chat with them, and then sort of people want to be off doing their thing because they've only got the night. But when you've got a whole weekend that you can talk with people, and it's nice to get round to talk to so many people as well because you've got the time to do it.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's just fascinating. And where do people get the tickets from?
They can go to Haunted Antiques, www.hauntedresearchcentre.com, and buy tickets from there. Tickets are only £12 for the day pass or £20 for the whole weekend. So we've kept it affordable to everybody because there's some other paranormal conventions charging hundreds of pounds for a ticket, and
Yeah,
I just think that's way over the top. So we've kept it as low as we can. We don't make money. Well, we don't make a lot of money on the Parameet, but it's not about making lots of money. It's about doing something for the community.
yeah, that's right. And it just gives people the opportunity to get together, have a laugh, and
Yeah.
also, to network and get to know people as well, isn't it? Because we are going to meet people we don't know.
Yeah.
And then you'll start following people's things and everything. So
yeah, and that was one of the things that we found previously when we used to do the smaller parameets. When we used to do it the last Saturday in every month or something, that small teams and single people would sort of come together, and they would then book venues to where they could go as a group. So they could get into bigger venues, and it was so nice to see people just sitting, chatting, sharing information on kit and equipment and locations and techniques to investigate and that sort of thing. And that's what it's all about.
That's right. Yeah. I know, because it shouldn't be a big secret. Like if something's working, somebody finds a way of something, and then if others do it, that's great, isn't it? It's all there to get evidence. It's not a big secret, is it?
No.
Well, it shouldn't be, but some people think it is.
Yeah. But yeah, if someone says a method and then I use it, I go, oh yeah, I found this out from whoever, give them a shout out.
Yeah, that's right.
Things like that. Like, everyone's got their own way, and it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's nice listening to how
way.
people investigate, because we all do it slightly different, don't we?
Well, that's right, but I've changed the way I've done it.
Yeah.
From between when I first started. Well, you attend the public events at first, don't you? Where a certain piece of equipment that you sort of use at a public event, like table tipping, and things like that. But then look, like later on, you sort of work out which way works for you. And I do like the Estes method, and I do like working with energy.
Yeah.
And they do get close.
I always say to people, look, watch what other people do, and then make your own mind up how you want to do it.
That's right. Yeah.
Personally, I hate the spirit box because it does my head in.
Yeah.
But that's probably the most common piece of equipment there is nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I don't say you're wrong by using it. You like the Estes method, which is the same thing. Amy loves the Estes method.
Yeah.
But that noise does do my head in. But I'm not saying don't do it. If that's what you're happy doing, do it. That's fine. And table tipping.
That's right.
For most people, the paranormal is a hobby. Ghost hunting is a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
You're supposed to enjoy your hobby.
Yeah, that's it.
So you do it. If no matter what you do, there's nothing wrong with it as long as you're within the law. Or not hurting anybody. That's fine. I don't see anything. I'm not, because there's some people say, we've proved Ouija boards don't work. You cannot prove a Ouija board doesn't work because there's no proof
it does.
There's no proof that spirits do exist, is there?
No, that's right.
But if you enjoy the Ouija board, there's nothing wrong with it. If you enjoy table tipping, there's nothing wrong with it. If you enjoy the spirit box, or EVPs or anything. There's nothing wrong with it. Just do it and enjoy it. Don't worry about what other people say.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with them. It's your journey. Now, we've had this with the demon connections. Some people have fallen out with us over the demon connections when we first started because they says you're completely wrong to do this, Neil. But to me, the demon connections is the most important thing I've ever done in the paranormal since I've been doing the paranormal.
Yeah. And
It's
refreshing. It's different.
I just find them so fascinating. It's
yeah.
And I think, if someone said to me, I can't do the demon connections again, I think that's the whole of the paranormal sort of gone for me.
That's right.
What do you think?
Yeah. Well, we've had all sorts of people telling us different things. And when Neil had the shop downstairs, one bloke came in and called him an abomination.
Oh dear.
Because of his investigating and stuff. And it's, you just got to keep on doing your own thing. If you listen to everybody, you'd never do nothing. And you've just got to, I think as long as you keep your own integrity, you remain truthful and you work honestly and, you're respectful to spirit, that's all you need.
And enjoy it. And
definitely. That makes a big difference.
If you do put a video on Facebook is a nightmare to me. It's a bit of an evil part of the paranormal, isn't it? I hate it. I have to have it because you have to have Facebook for the business. But if you want to put a photo on Facebook, be prepared that some people are going to attack you and call you all the names under the sun. But don't take a blind bit of notice of what these people say. As long as you think, I like that photo, I think that's an interesting photo.
Yeah.
Don't take a blind bit of notice of what all these so-called experts say, because they know no better than you do.
That's right.
And they've caught nothing better than you've caught because they can't prove it's real.
Yeah, that's it. Some muppet had to go at my page because I posted the Estes method. And they said, oh, this is rubbish or something like that. And you think, well, I asked for your opinion. This is this is raw. This is what happened. Take it or leave it. If you want to make a comment, so be it. Enjoy.
You're always going to get it. You could take a photo of a full-bodied apparition, and some people would slam it, would slate it.
Definitely, yeah.
But they're not there. Like I said at the beginning, they're not there in the situation. They don't know what people are feeling. They don't know anything about the photo. So I would suggest if you come in new to ghost hunting, just enjoy it and don't take to heart what some people say.
That's
because
right.
there is a lot of jealousy. And I was brought up just if you got nothing good to say, don't say anything. That's how I was brought up. And so if I've got nothing good to say, I won't say anything because it ain't worth falling out over anyway. And plus, you can have a different opinion. Jane and I don't agree on everything, but we don't fall out. You probably don't agree with some things we do, Jacqueline, but we don't fall out. You can still be mates. You can have a different opinion, but still be mates.
That's it.
And it's nice sometimes to work together to find a solution where everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
The main thing is to enjoy it.
That's right. And, just meeting like-minded people, it is wonderful. And if you don't want to be part of that community, that's up to you, and And, people have so much to give, don't they, within the community? And
the community,
positivity.
Yeah, on the whole, the paranormal community is fantastic. But every now and again, you get some idiot who wants to destroy it for whatever motive they've got. I don't know. I don't really care.
Yeah, that's it.
But I just don't think give them the time of day, and they'll crawl under their keyboard again or whatever.
Yeah.
You've got to be
But
thick-skinned.
oh gosh, yeah, I am. I am nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've worked in a pub in the real life, where it is dangerous, and you sometimes are kind of sort of on the front line in a pub as well. It is,
Yeah.
it can get a bit, yeah, but
Yeah.
words, what are they? But I'll just leave them
Hmm.
to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
just go out, enjoy what you do,
Enjoy
and
it.
Parameet 13th, 14th of April down at Lee Park Hotel and Vineyard,
Week on
Bradford
Saturday.
Raven.
Can you believe it? It's a week on Saturday.
I know, it's
I
brilliant,
know.
isn't it? And next weekend, I'm staying in a haunted pub in York.
You're up York next weekend, so you got busy 2 weekends.
Yeah, that's right. So my poor dog,
You're
he's
forward
going on
talking.
holiday. It's just it's just how it worked out. I booked
Yeah.
the York thing like it's the anniversary of Dick Turpin's
Yeah.
going to the gallows. So there's a ghost hunt at the Castle Museum that night. So I'm really looking
You
forward
good?
to that. And where else do you stay but in a haunted pub? Got to, haven't you?
Got to be done, innit?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So
Can I just say, if anyone who would like to come to the Parameet, but they've got no one to come with, don't worry about it. Seriously, within 5 minutes, you will be talking to lots of different people. You will make lots of new friends. And you will honestly have a
yeah, just come over
fantastic.
to me and chat. So
Yeah,
good.
and if you don't know anybody at all when you get there, come and find me and Neil or Jackie or anyone of the team, and just introduce yourself, and we will find somebody for you to talk to just to break the ice.
It probably, in my experience, what probably will be Paul Stevenson from the Haunted magazine. Because if Paul, don't ask him to make up tea, but if Paul can't make you feel welcome, nobody can.
Oh,
He
bless you.
is and Andy, they're such
Yeah.
nice guys, especially, and
And I had boxes of roses last time.
they always bring boxes of sweets, so that's an added bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Come and say hello then. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Melanie.
Hi, Rachel. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your comments. And yeah, Parameet is coming up. Get your tickets now. There will be tickets available on the door as well, will there now?
Yes, you can pay
Yeah.
when you
So,
come. There's sort of no limit to number of people who can come in, as
yeah.
long as we're it's the limit is what the hotel says.
Yeah.
They've got limits how many people can be in the rooms, but
Yeah.
but
But yeah, so just come
the
down.
ticket sales are on par with last year, so it's all good,
Yeah.
and we
So
will have
yeah,
lots of
quite a few
people
going
coming
then.
in.
That'd be good.
It'll
Yeah,
be it'll be an amazing weekend.
it will be. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But take care, everyone. Look after yourselves. Thanks for commenting.
we'll
Thanks
see
so
you
much,
soon.
Jane and
Bye.
Neil, and see you at the Parameet.
Yeah, see you
Yeah, we will
soon.
see you.
Okay then,
Bye.
Bye.
bye.